one.
And we are back for the Future Game Show. I need to change the title, so just bear with me. I also need to set the new bingo board as well.
Oh, fucking hell, we're launching straight into it. Damn.
Hold on, I need to change the bingo boards. You haven't given me time.
The clock is ticking.
I told you to be one big block.
Oh wait, I didn't do a bingo board for the Future Game Show. It's just SGF General.
Oh.
Oops.
Oh yeah, we should take a drink.
Well, if you already have a general board, feel free to generate as many other general boards as you want.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a new general board. No, not that one. The SGF general board link, for some reason, links to SGF kickoff.
Oh, I can botch that one up as well.
I can give you.
There you go, take that one.
Thank you. Cornhole! Oh! Refreshing. Oh. Jelly card. Oh, that one has cornhole on it as well. God damn it. At least it's not in the corner. I'll take that.
You know what? I'm going to consider this an extension of the PC Gaming Show.
What the hell is cornhole?
Cornhole. It's literally a game called Cornhole. It's a reference to Intellivision's Amico stream, or console rather, which is going to have a video game adaptation of the lawn sport Cornhole.
Hello
It's a game
there,
about
welcome to
throwing
the
bags
Future
onto a
Game Show
board and
powered
potentially
by
into a
WD
hoop.
Black. I'm Laura Bailey, but you may know me as Abby Anderson from The Last of Us Part 2 or Kate Diaz from Gears of War. Today, though, I'll be taking a break from fighting the apocalypse to bring you a whole host of exciting game trailers, reveals, and updates. But before we get into all that, I need to get my co-host on the line. I'm sure you're going to be familiar with this person. He's appeared in The Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War. You name it, he's probably in the credits. So without further ado, here is my good friend and continual co-star, Troy Baker.
Hello, Laura. You look amazing, as always.
Troy Baker.
Yes, you may know me from a few video games. Joel
Hey,
Miller
if
from
you
The
made
Last
him
of Us,
blonde.
Good old Agent Jonesy from Fortnite. But over the next hour or so, Laura and I
That's
are going to
Star-Lord from the Guardians game. I wonder if he's voiced by Troy Baker.
Developer interviews, exclusive
It
trailers,
is the same hairstyle.
including world premieres.
There's also a chance to win
World-
a $500 gift
world-
card
world
and a
premiere.
WD Black
God
hard
damn
drive
it.
by following the link here. And we have a new addition to the show this year, the virtual show floor. More on that later.
Weirdly,
But
it's not
let's
him.
kick things off with the first world premiere. And for that,
Weirdly, Nolan North is Rocket Raccoon.
Huh.
I'm so confused.
But that was Troy Baker, not Nolan North.
They're the same person. You can't tell me otherwise. Oh, that's the cartoon anyway. Oh no, that's the Telltale series. Give me more information on the new game. Oh, I'm so tired. Hello everyone, it's midnight here. I guess this is the Future Games Show.
I'm going straight after this.
It's not a word.
Are we already back to Jurassic World?
I don't think so.
Also, this is a 1080-60 stream. Why is it so blurry?
It keeps going between blurry. I think that's like engine blur.
I can't tell if this is a problem with the game or a problem on their end.
That looked like in-engine blur.
It's not good in engine blur.
No, it's not.
It's in engine blur that makes it look like it's 720p.
Extinction.
I wonder if you can put hats on the dinosaurs. Extinction is expected in 2022. What's next, Laura?
Next up, Grow, Song of the Evertree is a sandbox adventure about the healing power of nature.
Is the
Let's
audio
throw it over to
quality?
Prideful Sloth HQ to find out more.
G'day from Prideful Sloth HQ. I'm Adam.
And I'm Cheryl, and we're the design team on Grow Song of the Evertree. Grow is Prideful
It's a
Sloth's
sloth.
latest project that we're working on with 505 Games.
Grow Song of the Evertree is a beautiful sandbox game about growing new worlds, building a town, and bringing harmony back to the land.
Grow will be available later this year on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch.
Thanks for watching.
Once upon a time, our lands teemed with creatures great and small. The beauty of the worlds was unrivaled. The people thrived and lived in harmony with the land around them. But this harmony was not to last. Slowly, without much notice, the withering was creeping out from the darkness. Once it took hold, there was little that
Conveniently
could be
blocking
done.
doors.
Our lands were overrun, and all that was cherished disappeared before us. But all was not lost. One young, brave soul stayed behind. With support from their friends and with boundless determination.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this game because of that book
This
with the
young
face
soul
on it.
seeks out
It's
ways
not a
to
good
shed
book
the
with a
light
face on
and
it.
bring
Yeah.
life
I
back
don't
to
like the
world.
book. But I enjoyed Yonder, but it kind of lacked cohesion in what it was trying to do. So hopefully this is
Grow,
a bit
Song of the Evertree.
something with a bit more of direction to it.
That was Grow, Song of the Evertree, which is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in 2021.
Okay, Laura, that was extremely cute, but have you considered more dinosaurs? Hmm?
You can't just hijack every game reveal and make it about dinosaurs, Troy.
Life finds a way.
Is this one Jurassic World? It is Jurassic World again.
This is a very...
So, what did I just miss? Because I slipped the silence.
Oh, you missed the new game from the Yonder team.
Hi,
Oh,
I'm Rich
okay.
Newbold.
I never played Yonder, so...
Some of you may have
basically,
seen earlier at the PC Game
cute.
Show, we're working
more
on
Yonder.
Jurassic World Evolution 2. We're really excited about it, and
kinda.
we're looking forward to creating the most
For
authentic
some
Jurassic
reason,
experience yet.
the audio
We've got
quality on
tons
this
of
segment of
Technically
the
similar.
stream,
across 4 different game
the
modes,
audio quality
including our
overall for
original
this
Jurassic
segment of the
campaign,
stream is
which is a
garbage.
story set
Yeah,
after the
it's
events of
dreadful.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. You're going to be leading efforts to contain, control, and preserve all those dinosaurs
I thought
now
it was
running
their
out in
mic, but
wild.
it's the whole
You'll be
stream.
working alongside characters from the films, voiced by original talent such as Jeff Goldblum. And in the game, we have over 75 prehistoric species. We've got new dinosaurs, we have returning
generated
community
another
favourites,
bingo
and we've added
card.
flying and marine reptiles to the game. I'm really thrilled to be showing you a first look at footage from the game itself. This is from our Species Field Guide series of videos focusing on one of the many prehistoric species we have in the game. This is an iconic, popular
Yeah, just
dinosaur,
generate
it's
as many as you want for
Triceratops,
this one.
but we're showing you
I'm
it in a
doing
new
4.
environment never seen before in Jurassic World Evolution. I hope you enjoy it and are looking forward to the game releasing later
This
this
doesn't mean I can no longer look at the chat. Apart from in Discord. 4 big
The
cats.
Triceratops is one of the most recognizable herbivores to ever have existed. It is best known for its trio of facial horns. These adornments are not just for display purposes. The brow horns in particular can inflict considerable damage to any dinosaur that dares to provoke it.
That
I
was
was just
Jurassic
playing
World
Monster
Evolution
Hunter.
2, which is launching in 2021 on PC, PS4, PS5,
fight the
Xbox One,
dinosaurs.
and Xbox Series X and S. Okay, for this next
I can't
section,
read
we're
some of the
bringing
text
joys
on
of
this.
E3 to your home with a series of demos you can play right now.
Hey, the
That's right,
reason it's
today.
blurry is
This
because it's
is
been
the Featured
broadcast
Game
at
Show virtual
720p.
show floor. And remember, if any of the featured games grab your interest, you can try them out now by heading to the
And
Future
then
Game
being
Show's
rebroadcast at
so let's head down to the
1080p.
show floor where I believe Laura is waiting.
The sound is somewhat better on the Games
Hello,
Radar
and welcome
stream.
to the Future Game Show's virtual E3 show floor. Just look at it, Troy!
I am looking at
Wait,
it. It is
they're doing a
incredible.
virtual-
They nailed it. You know, minus the queuing and the heat and the, how do I say, musk that's in the air? But man, the darkness, perfection.
All right, enough reminiscing.
It's a
Let's
better
check out
effort
some
than
games.
E3.
I'd like to start by showing you A Tale of Paper. This is a striking platformer from Open House Games where you transform to solve puzzles in an oversized
Future
world,
Game
dodging
Show,
creepy
virtual
crawlies
flow
and
show floor on
mystical
Steam to play demo now.
And now for another tale of paper.
So they're
as
doing a,
packing boxes in the house moving sim get packed, fully loaded. As you
Evo
can see,
Con.
it's all about moving couches.
Yeah.
On a couch with your friends
And
in
kind
couch
of
co-op.
Devolver.
It's going to be available on
Yeah.
Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC, and is also backwards compatible on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
It's another moving out
Are you
game.
done saying couches?
Yes. Hey Laura, do you want a drink?
Sure. What do you have? Wait, what's that?
Oh, don't worry.
Steam keys.
Says codes. Go.
So about that drink.
They'll all be gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Here's a genre cocktail full of co-op action RPG combat and finished with a survival twist. How does that sound, huh?
I wouldn't mind a copy of Chernobyl Light for free, but I have no chance of getting any of those.
Tell
Those
me
are all
about
Steam
the
keys.
game.
Yeah, they'll be gone by now, very much.
Sees you and up to
Like,
3 other players banding together to
guaranteed.
procedurally generated worlds full
How much
of
was
monsters,
that?
but you also
Like
have to gather
12?
resources to fight off hunger, thirst.
How many Steam keys were they?
Yeah, there were about 12 of them.
Cold. Got it.
Wow.
I want to say there was about
That's
20
enough
actually.
For another one of your jokes. Anyway, come over here and check out the mini
Yeah,
imaginative
on
worlds
E3.
of Game Deck.
That's
This is an
something.
isometric RPG that has you solving crimes across multiple virtual realities, where your choices will shape the world around you in and outside of the simulations.
Ooh. Speaking of detectives, check this out. Backbone is a gorgeous
Good
adventure game from Eggnuts
Very good
set
game.
in a dystopian Vancouver, where you must crack cases to clean house in this corrupt post-noir city.
Not just because of the raccoon,
Plus-
but I have played the prologue and it's really good.
Well, if you like raccoons, allow me to offer you more critter-based adventures with Beacon
Wow.
Pines.
It's like this
Set
stream was
inside
made
of
for
a
me.
magical storybook, Beacon Pines sends players to a sleepy mountain town where you collect powerful words that can completely alter the narrative in this charming but mysterious tale.
You know, I'm detecting a theme with the anthropomorphic animals. You know, Laura, I've always...
Furries.
Huh. Another set of codes.
Come on now.
Interesting.
Troy, focus! I've got a triple threat of fighting foxes to show you.
Is this game
is
again?
Tri-Fox, a charming cartoon brawler where you fight waves of enemies as one of 3
The
adaptable combat
official
classes.
Steam page for the Future Game
Yes,
Show does
totally,
talk
but
about how there's
now it's
game
time to
codes
be
and stuff,
serious.
but there's also no direct link to the virtual show floor, so well done.
But the beavers remain. Welcome to Timberborn. It's a unique city builder where players set out to create the ultimate beaver
Because it's not a virtual show
society.
floor you can
Everything
personally go through.
damn
It is literally just
Look at
part of the
this.
show.
I guess even bucktooth
Well,
critters need a solid
that's
work-life
awesome.
balance.
That
Oh
they
my
do.
god, that's
that they do.
adorable.
So, what's next?
Never fear, the Rift Breaker is here.
Wow. What was that?
is what I would say if I was playing our next game, which is a base-building survival game where you hack and slash your way through hordes
so that
of
footage must be
alien
all
creatures.
pre-rendered then.
Look at it!
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Shame.
I want to hear more from the Rift Breaker.
Okay, maybe after this showcase we're meant to be hosting.
And with that, we've reached the end of our little tour. But remember, you can go hands-on with all of these games right now by visiting the Future Game Show page on Steam. Now, how do we quit this? Is it a... No, that's update preference. I don't need to update this. Laura, can you help me out just a little bit?
I got you. Okay, we're back. Quick note, from here on in, when you see this pop up on screen during a trailer, it means you can visit the Future Game Show page on Steam to play a demo and go hands-on with the game immediately.
Adrian!
As long as they're not timed demos, I'll be fine with it.
I was doing Rocky. Sorry, I just always wanted to do that. It's because our next game is all about floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. Check out this exclusive presentation from Steel City Interactive about Esports Boxing Club.
Coming later in 2021, Esports Boxing Club brings you the greatest fight roster in video game history. With over 200
Hey, did they just fix the sound?
Inside, we've got some of the biggest and most anticipated names. From the absolute legends of the sport to the most exciting names in boxing today.
I think they refreshed the stream to fix it.
The first women's division ever represented in a video game. And the hottest new talent.
Esport.
But what about the game? Let's take a closer look at the next-gen visuals and gameplay that are set to make ESBC the greatest of all time.
It's good. It's definitely one for the grandkids and stuff to say. Like your old granddad was in a game and busting people up. So it's going to be quite cool.
So the movement system in ESBC is all about fluidity, being able to create angles, recreating mannerisms from boxes. The physics system doesn't just rely on animation. This allows us to recreate realistic knockdowns. Even when a fighter's unsteady on their feet, it's not purely animation based. Now we've had professional boxers, professional coaches come into the studio and provide input through motion capture and actually reviewing the game during its development. And now we really feel like we've created a true representation of the sport. Presentation is important to us. Just because we are an indie studio, we're still going to aim high when it comes to production values.
Esports Boxing Club, coming to PC and all major consoles with early access in 2021.
Esports Boxing Club is coming to PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Series S.
Next up, we've got a deeply immersive World War II shooter with over 100 players taking part in epic battles recreated using aerial photography and satellite imagery. Let's take a closer look at Hell Let Loose.
Yes, let us continue taking a real-life battle scene and turn it into a form of entertainment.
I'm not
My name's
impressed by
Max
this
Ria.
so far.
I'm the founder of Black Matter and the lead developer of Hell Let Loose. Hell Let Loose began as the idea of a couple of hobbyist game developers all the way back in 2015.
That Black Matter is
Following a
really
successful
difficult to Google
Kickstarter,
these
we
days.
launched into early access in the middle of 2019. And since then, we've delivered 9 enormous updates, including entire systems overhauls, 6 new maps, tons of new weapons, gadgets, and vehicles, as well as expanding our unique real-time strategy-inspired metagame. As a result, we've been fortunate to sell more than 1 million copies during our first year of early access. 2021 is only going to be bigger. I'm excited to announce that we're launching out of early access on July the 27th, with the introduction of the Soviet forces on the Eastern Front, including famous battles like Kursk and Stalingrad, before we close out the year by bringing Hell Let Loose to next-generation consoles. Hell Let Loose has only grown due to the vibrant community that surrounds it, from our earliest Kickstarter backers to our newest recruits. We're excited to introduce you to this ever-evolving and expanding World War II experience. We hope you enjoy this first look at what's to come.
Hell Let Loose is launching on Steam on July 27th and coming to Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 in 2021.
So, Laura, have you ever wanted to play XCOM, but in real time, with up to 7 of your friends?
Of course.
Yep, that's what I thought. Then you need to keep your eye on this next game.
Probably XCOM if it's real time, isn't
CEO
it?
of Ireland, a game dev studio based in Croatia. And for the past few years, we have been working on Red Solstice 2 game. It is a real-time tactical battlefield.
Just gonna drag
It
that in
supports
there.
up to 8 players and has a fully playable co-op campaign. We are ready to show you the launch trailer now. So get ready for June 17, when the game launches on Steam, and have fun blasting some mutants.
You are the Executor, a high-class commanding officer with advanced cybernetic capabilities. You were awakened to lead a secret task force that will counter the threat of Stroll mutants and liberate Mars.
Welcome back, Executor. The Stroll infestation has now infected all colonies on Mars. Build your squad from 6 unique classes of elite soldier, utilizing their skills to best suit each mission type. Customize their weapons and tech, as well as their upgrades and abilities. Take command on a battlefield using the command radio to give orders to the whole squad or individual soldiers. Concentrate fire on targeted locations and carry out supply runs even during the heat of battle. Recruit your friends to the fight and join in up to 8-player co-op missions to save Mars in our name.
Purge Earth of a Mutant Invasion in Red Solstice 2's Survivors, which is coming to Steam on June 17th. Our next game is about delivering mail in a sleepy American lakeside town. Let's join Dylan from Gamius to learn more.
Hi, I'm Dylan from Gamius, and it's great to be here at the Future Game Show. We're currently getting very close to finishing Lake, a game that's set in the 80s. You play as Meredith Weiss, who takes a break from her life in the big city to deliver mail in her hometown. It's a job you can do at your own leisure, and you will get to know the people in Providence Oaks along the way. Today, we're excited to share an example of an activity after your workday is done. Movie night with Angie from the video store.
This is fun. It's been ages since I've been to the movies.
Well, they call it the movies, plural, but of course we can only see one movie at a time. So, which one will it be?
My pick?
Oh god, it's...
All right, let's see.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Trouble in Little China, Blue Velvet, or The Great Mouse Detective. All right, I'm ready to pick. The Great Mouse Detective.
Really?
I couldn't have picked you for a Disney fan. Oh well, let's get in touch with our inner child.
We won't spoil more, and we also can't say what Meredith will do after spending 2 weeks in Providence Oaks, because it's all up to you. Lake is coming first to Xbox and PC this September 1st. Thanks for watching,
Secret
and
furry.
enjoy the rest of the show.
What tiny town, what tiny American town in the middle of nowhere has a multiple screen cinema in the
Excited to announce that Lake
1980s?
is coming to Steam, Epic Game Store,
In
and
90s.
Xbox Series X and
1980s?
S on September 1st.
Oh
Yeah.
Now, what
it's
kind of
set in the
showcase
80s.
would this be without a new Souls-like? Our next game is a pixelated take on the genre, following a protagonist with a giant obsidian sword.
In the beginning, there was dust, and from that dust, the moon was born. Eons of idleness passed, before suddenly it shattered. Great celestial chunks cascaded from the heavens unto earth. From one prodigious shard spawned humanity, and from another, the gods. For a great many years, balance endured, until a foul and malevolent deity intervened. Exil spread greed and distrust among his kin, compelling these calamitous beings to conquer man. Centuries of servitude passed, until finally, aided by a veiled ally, humanity revolted. The Great Crusade overthrew the old gods, imprisoning them within the sacred walls of the Citadel, at the expense of untold lives. A peace was wrought, but it was not meant to last, for the miscreant Exil returned from his concealment, conducting atrocious experiments upon his caged kindred. A darkness permeated the lands. Rivers stagnated, crops failed, and the world of man began to fade. The great moon, witnessing all, wept a final shard. A shard of the purest obsidian. And thus, a glimmer of hope remains.
Customize your combat style and boss rush ancient gods when Eldest Souls drops onto PC and all current console formats July 29th, 2021.
And now we've got a closer look at the next game from the folks behind War Thunder. Here's Tom from Darkflow Software to guide you through Enlisted.
I mean, I am guilty of playing War Thunder previously, although I kind of got bored of it, so...
Hi there, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully our little trailer has got you interested. My name's Tom, and I'm part of the team at Darkflow Software behind our new game, Enlisted, a historical World War II shooter with some unique gameplay quirks. One of Enlisted's most unique features is the Squads mode, where you head into battle with a squad of AI soldiers under your control. You can instruct them on how to react to enemies, and most importantly, you can switch between any of them seamlessly with the press of a button. You'll only need to respawn when your entire squad is wiped out. This way, you're always kept right in the middle of the action. Although, if you prefer a more traditional shooter experience, we have a fleshed out solo mode too, where you will only fight against other players. At its core, Enlisted aims to form a golden middle ground between the more hardcore and arcade-style shooters currently available. Time to kill is kept short. A bolt-action rifle to the chest will down a soldier in a single shot, with submachine guns and pistols taking only a few hits. Vehicles as well can of course be devastating, but have their limitations. Aircraft are restricted to the cockpit view, and crew inside tanks can only use viewports to spot targets, so you'll
haven't
need
even
to
been
keep
watching
your wits
the
about
bingo
you
boards.
to really get the most out of these machines. Progression in Enlisted is spread over various campaigns. Currently, you can fight in Moscow, Normandy and Berlin, with Tunisia and many more coming soon. Each campaign features new weapons and equipment. Firearms can be improved to increase their raw performance, and soldiers can be leveled up to grant them specialized perks. Different classes of soldiers are able to equip different gear, with specialist classes such as engineers able to build structures anywhere on the map, including FOBs, sandbags and barbed wire defenses, and even anti-tank cannons and AA guns. Enlisted aims to keep historical accuracy in the forefront of development. Firearms, locations and uniforms are all true to history. No neon pink Sten guns and mohawks here. Each army will be decked out with the equipment they actually used during their respective conflicts. Because of the squads feature, you'll never be short on targets. Twitch reflexes and fast reactions will of course have their place in Enlisted, but even if you haven't had the time to fine-tune your skills, you'll easily be able to come away with a kill count in the double digits. The AI, however, are very attentive and react to sound, and not to be underestimated. But that's all we've got time for. Make sure to give it a try yourself by heading over to enlisted.net/join. Enlisted is cross-platform and available now on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S, and currently in open beta. New content is added regularly, and no progress will be wiped upon the full release. Once you've signed up, use the code ENLISTNOW for a free bonus on us. I've been Tom, and I hope to see you all on the battlefield. Cheers.
That was Enlisted, which is available now on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Next up, we've got a bullet-time stunt shooter with fully destructible environments. Oh, and the protagonist only has one arm. Let's check out Severed Steel.
Oh, it's this game. I remember this one. This is that one where the dev really wanted the players to exploit.
Yeah. Made it seem neat.
Stream isn't making it look any good though.
Severed Steel is coming soon on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Okay, notepads at the ready, because for this next section, we're going to race through 8 exciting upcoming games that deserve your full attention. Here's our future hits montage for 2021.
Okay, let me get this straight. These are 8 games that deserve your full attention. So we've shoved them in a montage.
Yay. Why do all the good games get left to montages? Come on, this looks good. This deserves more screen time.
The only Kung Fu janitor I care about is Hong Kong Phooey. He's the #1 super guy.
I'm pretty sure that cartoon is extremely badly aged and very much racist.
Quite possibly.
I would probably say it's less quite, possibly more very likely, given when it was made. Anyway, this game and Iron Core though were both shown off before last year at some point. I don't remember when.
Dunkin' Cabbage. Again, another game.
Once again, Dunkin' Cabbage got about 3 seconds compared to everyone else.
You want to help me with this next one, Omichao?
Okay. Did you know that Sega recently announced Sonic Colors Ultimate? We've got some exclusive gameplay from a stage that nobody has seen yet. I hope Sonic does okay without me.
Is it going to be the same gameplay I played on this stream from IGN earlier?
Hi everyone, I'm Katie Golden, Senior Producer at Sega of America. And I'm excited to share with you an exclusive clip of Tropical Resort from our upcoming
She
release,
lives up to her
Sonic Colors
name.
Ultimate. Please enjoy.
It's a different gameplay thing. It's Act 2 instead of Act 1.
And it just looks like shit because of the stream quality.
Oh, good. It's not just Discord shitting itself.
No, this is actually the stream.
Lovely.
It's gone all the way down to 240p.
And the sound is out of sync.
Yeah. Aren't you meant to be getting the things that are in those pods? Yeah, you are. Why were you not collecting them before? Sorry, what?
This is not a good way to show the game.
No. I'm very confused right now. You got a medal, good job. Why is the lives counted tails? Why does he have no lives?
I'm so confused.
He's dead.
That was fun. Oh, I love the bonuses constantly popping in. I'm into that. I like games which give you UI where it's just a constant stream of statistics. It's like wonderful. I love games like that.
Get ready for Sonic Colors Ultimate, which is racing on to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on September 7th. Moving swiftly on,
This has just
we've
been a
got
really
new
bad
management
stream.
game from
Yeah.
Starfish, where you play as a powerful artificial intelligence in control of a space station. Do you want to roll the trailer, Troy?
I'm sorry, Laura. I'm afraid I can't do that. I know that you were planning to disconnect me.
No, never mind. I'll handle it. Here is Starmancer.
I still find that chuckling sound effect the Chucklefish uses for its logo to be really creepy sounding. I love Theme Hospital in space. I love Dungeon Keeper in space.
I love the one game Double Fine started making and never finished.
It's a good point, it is very space-based, isn't it?
We're excited to announce today that Starmancer is coming August 5th, 2021, and it's available to wishlist on Steam now.
Laura, ever since that lake trailer, I've been thinking,
When did available to wishlist now become
like,
a
there's just
big thing?
so much.
Since it massively improves visibility
really,
on Steam.
Okay.
Basically,
algorithms.
it's, yeah, entirely.
What are you talking about? I'm just gonna press this button again and hope it
Internet
turns
of
on.
shit at work then.
Oh, it will. Trust me.
Kiwi is a game about two kiwi birds who work at the
What's
post
this game?
office.
Game's already out.
Their
Kind
names
of
are
Yeah.
been that for like 3 years or
Jeff.
more.
I'm Joel. I'm one of the developers on
Kiwi.
Kiwi, and I'm going to show you
Yeah.
how a Kiwi level changes over the course of the game. So in this room, you're transcribing urgent messages and assembling them ransom note style by stamping them onto the page with your butts. You'll come back to this room every so often throughout the game, but there will always be a new twist to change things up. So as summer turns to autumn, now your word fragments are moving around on conveyor belts, and you'll need to chop certain words in half with the descrambler to get the pieces you need. Jeff and Deborah are going to have to deal with all kinds of hazardous work conditions. You've got sandstorms during the summer, male
Oh.
fly swarms. These guys have no
It's
restrictions.
just overcooked.
Paranormal activity. This is genuine footage of an actual haunting.
It's just
Winter, the
overcooked.
post
Yeah,
office
basically.
experienced a huge blizzard, and now
This
the
is
people
literally just the same gameplay as Overcooked.
to break through blocks of ice and keep each other from becoming kiwi seals.
Well, I'm no longer interested in this.
The little heroes are going to face new challenges every level
actual
and in every room of the
like,
post
tasks
office,
are
whether
way
they're
more
typing telegrams or packaging shipping crates.
It's
or
still the same
helping sort the mail.
concept. Perform basic task while the game actively tries to prevent you from doing the
Also, you can
task.
dress up your kiwis, so don't say we never did nothing for you.
I mean,
We're releasing
that's
Kiwi
generally
on
the base
August
premise for a
31st
lot of
for
co-op
PC
games.
and all major consoles, and we hope to see you at the post
Yeah,
office.
but I never liked how Overcooked did it.
I mean, I
That-
played the demo for this with Curly, and
Alright,
we
you
had a
got
very
me
fun
for it.
time.
I'm a
so-
believer.
You like Overcooked though.
Kiwi is coming
I
to
can't
PC
fucking
and
stand
all
it.
console platforms on August 31st, 2021.
See? Told you. Next up, we've got a roguelike with an attitude. A game show shooter where you earn likes
So a
for dumping
roguelike
on
then,
competitors
because
and
most
causing a little
roguelikes have
wanton
an
destruction.
attitude. But
Will the
go
circle
on.
be unbroken? Get it? Find out in this world premiere.
It's a world premiere, Violet.
World premiere.
Thank you. Featuring the hottest beats from Pendulum.
Wow, this looks like shit on the street.
Yeah. Guess they're heavy
Also-
influence on the Smash TV.
Looks
Also,
like it.
the art style looks way too simplistic. Looks very
That was Death
Binding
Run
of Isaac
TV.
ish.
And you can play the pilot
It's
right
just
now by
Nuclear
heading
Throne
down to the
meets
Future
Smash
Game Show
TV,
page
isn't
on
it?
Steam.
Okay, hazmat suits at the ready. Because this next game tasks players with building a team
It
of
just
stalwarts
reminds
to
me
survive
that there was that Smash TV game that was intended to be streamed by the developers,
in Chernobyl.
and you got like one chance to play it completely, like for the rest of your life, and if you die, that's it. You can never play it again, but you can participate in the audience. And it had this full-on AI max headroom host. I don't remember what it's called, but it like appeared in the news cycle like once, and then it disappeared entirely.
Oh god, this thing again.
It's Chernobylite.
I don't care.
It's Chernobylite.
I'm fed up of Pripyat. Everything
It's
is
Pripyat.
Pripyat.
It's lovely there. They've
It
got
really isn't. It's about to
pylons
explode
and
again.
grass and evil monsters that jump out from the grass and go boogity boogity boo. It's lovely this time of year. Go see the scenic, mysterious growths on the mountains. Oh, beautiful.
Fight to survive when Chernobylite comes to PC on July 28th, as well as Xbox and PlayStation in the summer. If you were lucky enough to catch one of the early access codes during the virtual show floor, you can play Chernobylite right now. But if you missed them, we've also got more codes to give away on GamesRadar.com.
Next up, here are our friends at Team 17 to show us what they've been cooking up with their upcoming PC and console games. Let's take a look.
What you up to, Team 17?
Product not yet rated.
Stream on the game.
Ah, another war game.
No, it's the first one again.
Oh,
Oh, I'm never going to be able to find it, am I?
they all look the same. War looks the same.
Oh no, there we go. I just searched video game you can only play once and I got it immediately. Upsilon Circuit.
So what you're saying is that war never changes?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, Cody.
Upsilon Circuit was released in showing off at PAX 2014. It was an early version.
Poco Life, aka not Animal Crossing.
They had a lot of stuff going on for it, but it never came out. Ah, cancelled in 2017. Funding is the primary issue, which, yeah, go figure. It's far too ambitious. Setting up a fucking arena shooter game that is played via stream, like the developer streaming it, and you can only play it once in your life, and if you die, then that's it. Yeah, it's a bit ambitious.
Birthday party.
Be sure to wishlist any games that sparked your interest on our Steam page. It really does help the developer out. Or you can also head over to GamesRadar.com for more info.
This next game has an engrossing art style, reminiscent of everything from Wes Anderson movies to Wallace and Gromit. Let's throw it over to the Slow Bros to talk you through some exclusive gameplay from their stop-motion handmade adventure, Harold Halibut.
Hi, my name's Donut and I'm the director and composer of Harold Halibut.
And I'm Ole, the game's art director.
Harold Halibut is a handmade narrative game about friendship and life on a city-sized spaceship stuck under sea. It's been 250 years since your home. An Ark-like spaceship fled an Earth on the verge of Cold War to find a habitable planet on which to preserve the human race. You are Harold, a young lab assistant to the ship's lead scientist, Jean Marot. While most of the other inhabitants have reconciled themselves to a life lived aboard the sunken ship, Marot still works tirelessly to find a way to leave the planet and find a new, drier home. Of course, we don't want to spoil too much of the story, so let's dive into some gameplay details. You're able to explore a huge part of the spaceship right from the beginning of the game. While the professor will always have tasks waiting for you, the wonderfully weird rest of the Fedorans will keep you just as busy. It was very important for us to not only focus on an exciting main storyline, but to create a world full of interesting events and meaningful encounters. The dialogues don't only help you progress in the main story, but also help you get to know more about the many characters that inhabit our world. Weaving through the narrative, you'll run into playful interactions like repairing a broken 3D printer. Your PDA is always available to you for an overview of current tasks as well as messages from other characters.
This is also where Harold's personal drawings are kept, as well as a few more shenanigans. At this point, you might be wondering how we achieved the stop-motion-like look of the game. We are in fact building every single thing you see in the game in the real world. We build sets and puppets and then 3D scan everything. We're then able to use motion capturing to create lifelike animations for a huge cast of characters. While the game begins with Harold's mundane day-to-day, mysterious events and a fateful encounter will soon plunge you into a new world that nobody could have guessed existed. And one
the chat is currently alternating between sleeping and holy shit, what?
We're really excited to find out how you like being
Two
immersed
completely
in this
different
unique world
audiences.
and the feeling of puppeteering Harold.
Yeah.
There's still quite a bit of work to do, so all we can say right now is that Harold Halibut will come soonish on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. You can already wishlist the game on Steam. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Harold Halibut is coming soonish to PC,
A
PlayStation,
complete
and Xbox.
image of all the games that are coming to Game Pass, including the ones that they showed off in the conference. Like, includes games you can play day one, and then day one when they launch in the future. Shredders is listed on that as Game Pass for PC as well. They only said that it would be available in series, so that's interesting. Hello, happy game. For the record, this does not count as bait and switch. It has been actively advertised as a horror game. If you're still bothering with bingo.
I'm not looking at the bingo board at this point. I didn't even make one for this showcase, so...
Yeah, I'm not bothering either.
Mainly because, like, the Future Games show is just really non-specific. You can't really predict what they're gonna do.
Yeah. Still amuses me that their follow-up game to the very happy, child-friendly, cute game Kushal is this.
Sorry, chat went from, look at this Flash game to, oh god, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's about right.
They're telling me that Happy Game is coming to PC and Nintendo Switch in 2021. Oh, and demo is available now if you want to have a cheerful jaunt into a land of wonder. Good luck with that.
Our next game is a gorgeous hands-on puzzle platformer
Minute of
following a
Islands.
young mechanic in
Also, I don't think you can really divide an Amanita design game from being a Flash game. That's literally their bread and butter. Come on.
Oh yeah, completely.
Four brothers.
Like anything
by eternal
2D,
purpose.
this chat has been calling a Flash game.
Gamers.
I hate Twitch. Why am I here?
I mean, it's the whole reason that I'm hosting this. So you don't have to look at that stuff.
People began to panic. And now, the spores are taking hold of whatever remains.
Although, at this point,
Moore's family
it's
is
late
still
at night,
here, however. She has been tasked to protect them.
I think
After all,
this showcase
she
has sent a
is
lot of
the
people
bearer
to sleep.
of the Omniswitch.
It is quite the snooze fest. Personally, I'm just glad that the Bethesda showcase wasn't at 4 in the fucking morning this time.
Yeah.
Sure. Still not over that bitter.
Minute of Islands.
Yes, we are excited to announce that Minute of Islands is out now for PC, Mac, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch, and will be arriving on Xbox later this week.
Next up, we've got an update from the folks at
Can you tell us a bit more about the video you just saw in the PC Gaming Show?
The video presented in the PC Gaming Show brings you closer to Aiden's story. What he's looking for, what motivates him, how he ends up in the city, and of course, what happened in the old franchise between both games. This is a bunch of important information about the DL2 story.
Okay, so we know more about the main storylines from the mentioned video. How does the game look outside the core campaign?
Side quests are an important part of world building in Dying Light 2. Through these quests, you can
How long this
decide
would be
how the city will look like, thanks to the city alignment
Yeah, good job.
bring new opportunities.
How long
I agree.
has this been in development
Great
by now?
example is an opera singer that Timon mentioned in developers AMA. Some citizens will support your decisions, some of them will not.
It was
But it's up to you to
announced
decide how the game should
in
look like. We have a lot of game activities prepared for our players, but at this stage we want it to be a surprise for you.
How seamless?
2018.
Would you say that the best way to experience Dying Light 2
Too
is with a
bad
friend?
then.
It could be. What is cool about the co-op is that it gives you an opportunity to see how the world changes when your friends make different
I
decisions than you.
think Twitch's
In
closed
co-op, you can walk in
captioning
their
is
shoes
just
to
AI
experience all those
generated.
differences. But really, there is no just one way to playing Dying Light 2. It's up to you guys.
How are you improving the story for Dying Light 2?
I know we all have great fun killing infected, but we also want to give you a deep, thought-provoking experience that will let you be immersed in the DL2 world for long hours. On top of that, thanks to the choices and consequences mechanics, the story will be shaped differently depending on the way you play.
You've promised a great open world that feels alive. How is it going?
Yeah, well, as you can imagine, Dying Light 2 is full of infecteds, but it's also full of humans with their everyday life.
Right, it was supposed to come out in early 2020.
We are building Dying Light 2 around the simple rule: ground is death and rooftops alive. What is cool is that
Well,
NPCs
for a year to polish it up.
also their behavior.
And then it was supposed to come out on December the 7th, 2021. And then,
It's still coming out on December 7th.
and then in... Oh yeah.
It literally says on screen, yeah.
And of course, Chris Avalone,
Yeah.
sexual
Dying
misconduct
Light 2
allegations.
is coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5,
I
Xbox Series X
suspect
and S, and
delayed it
PC
somewhat.
on December 7th.
Revealed during the Nintendo Indie World Showcase earlier this year, this next game is a skateboarding action platformer.
Ollie
Here's Simon
Ollie
Bennett from
World.
Roll7 to give you an exclusive look at Ollie Ollie World.
Well, Dying Light will benefit from that extra, like, a couple of years or so of development.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's hardly Dead Island 2.
Hi there, I'm Simon Bennett and I'm the co-CEO of BAFTA award-winning studio Roll7.
Hi, Simon.
Right now, we're working on Ollie Ollie World. It's our stunning action
God, the
You're gonna meet
bit rate on the stream is really not going great.
and of course, add a ton of new skate moves.
It's too red. The gameplay is too red.
As a studio, we've spent over a decade on flow state games. They transport you into a state of total focus and immersion, and it's something that we very much continue to build on with Ollie Ollie World.
You never reached it, mate. Your games were too fucking hard to do that.
If you've played previous games in the series, you're probably pretty aware that you're going to slam a bunch before
Can't claim you're that
For the
if
players
you're
who want it, that
so difficult to learn.
New players will be happy to hear
Tetris
that
is the
game
leading example of that kind of gameplay, and it's super easy to get with. Also, oh god, too much green.
we've managed to make failure part of the fun. Yeah, you're going to get knocked down,
Are
but
you
when
sure?
finally nail that line, it tastes just that much sweeter.
I disagree.
There's just so much more flow to the game. We've even added grabs, wall rides, firecrackers, split routes, right to left skating, and a host of insane tricks to keep your fingers busy. There's a range of visually and mechanically distinct areas to explore, packed to the brim with a fantastical cast of quirky characters, beautiful landscapes, cities, and of course, walking trees. Ollie Ollie World is coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox
Good
One,
soundtrack,
Series X and S,
lovely
Nintendo
visuals.
this winter.
Really wish they would confirm accessibility features.
That was Ollie Ollie World, which is coming to PC and all current console platforms this winter.
Next up, we've got a new game from the team at Odd Bug Studio, creators of PSVR's The Lost Bear. This animated story trailer will introduce you to the world of Tales of Iron, and something tells me you might be familiar with the narrator.
For centuries and longer, rats have fought tirelessly to repel the incessant frog invasions. Peace was only ever short-lived. Until finally, a young monarch rose to power.
As someone who is both pro-rat and pro-frog, this makes me very conflicted.
Unified the rat kingdoms under one rule, repelling Greenwort and his kind back to the putrid swamps from whence they came. Crops prospered, families flourished, and the magnificent Crimson Keep climbed ever higher toward the sky. But as time passed, King Redis the Savior grew old, and the kingdom vulnerable once more. His people grew anxious. some claiming to perceive a faint odor in the air. Greenwort had returned with a ferocious vengeance, amassing an army of unfathomable scale. He burned everything in his path towards the Crimson Keep. King Rattus gazed down upon his withered claws, barely able to hold the crown. He had little hope wielding a sword. So it was decided the crown should pass to Whiskers New. Arise, young prince, for the kingdom needs a hero. And so, your tale begins.
Question the reign of the Iron Frog. Doug. Anyway, in Tales of Iron, which is coming to PC and all current console platforms. Our next segment is from Polish studio Movie Games and hosted by God of War and Twisted Metal director David Jaffe, who recently joined their supervisory board.
Well, hello, fellas. It's me, David Jaffe. Great to see you. God of War, Twisted Metal, a bunch of PlayStation stuff. These days, I'm doing some new stuff with movie games. These guys, they've hooked up with this great company. You have to have heard of them, Platij Image, one of the best VFX houses
be
in the
confused
business.
with
They worked
games
on The Witcher,
movies.
They worked on Love, Death, and Robots. We're making a brand new game, the biggest game we've ever done, by the way, that's all about crime and mob and mafia and different time periods. It's going to be great. But for today, settle in, babies. These are the brand new games coming.
Different time period, mate. It's not going to be that fucking different. It's still the goddamn mafia.
And this is one of the coolest games I've played in the last year. It's what turned me on to movie games in the first place. What you're looking at is the M-rated, console-friendly version of the erotic horror cult classic. It's a first-person action-adventure game that blends Lovecraftian horror with weird freaking eroticism. I love this game, Lust from Beyond. Game number 2 is called Fire Commander. It lets you step into the shoes of the only real-life superheroes we got, the first responders. This game is my childhood fantasy come to life. This game took me totally by surprise. You're trapped in the wilderness, freezing, hungry, and now you're starting to go a little bit insane. Man, you start seeing all kinds of crazy stuff out there. Winter Survival Simulator, it's coming soon. Have a great E3. Have a great future games. I miss you guys. I'll see you soon.
Just a long dark.
Thanks to David Jaffe. And check out GamesRadar.com for more about movie games' upcoming titles.
This next presentation comes from the folks at Xseed Games, the makers of Story of Seasons and Rune Factory. Here's a look at their most exciting current and upcoming projects.
Oh, that wasn't as a joke. That was literally seeing check their Twitter to see why he was drinking on the job. Literally just posted a video of a blooper reel from him doing that. It worked better as a rhetorical joke.
Alright. Let's go to bed, because I'm a jolly to be tomorrow.
Entirely fair.
Yeah, I want to go to bed, but
Video games.
Wait, this is what? This is just a card anime, but you're playing a Hearthstone knockoff.
Yes.
Ha!
I'm gonna leave. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Curly. Wait, I'm confused. Isn't this the Harvest Moon thing?
Yes. And this was a PSP Fantasy Harvest Moon. Rune Factory, PSP Fantasy Harvest Moon.
Rune Factory was DS.
No, the first one was PSP.
No.
Protecting the whole town? That's a lot.
No, Rune Factory's never been on PSP.
Tomorrow.
You are thinking of a very similar game, but is completely unrelated.
Ah.
What the fuck was it called? Just check now. You are thinking of Innocent Life, a Futuristic Harvest Moon.
Could be.
Find out more about Xseed's lineup on GamesRadar.com.
Rune Factory has always been,
This next
oh well,
game is
for the
an
most part,
action-style
has been a
RPG with
Nintendo
twin-stick
exclusive,
shooter elements set in a
with
retro
the
sci-fi
exception
world.
of Tides
Here's
of
a new
Destiny, which
gameplay
came out on
trailer for
PS3.
Torah, Lost Haven.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Batora Lost Haven is coming soon to PC and all current console platforms, and you can sign up to play the closed alpha when it launches on July 21st now.
Let's slow things down a bit with a look at the next game from the creators of 2 Point Hospital.
Oh wait, I think I saw something about this a few weeks ago.
No, you didn't. Here's developers Mark Webley, Ben Huskins, and Gary Card to tell you all about it and give you a first look at gameplay.
Introducing 2 Point Campus.
When we're thinking about what we're going to do next, campus and the idea of running a university or a college was something we just kept coming back to. It's a really rich topic. So people who haven't...
You could have done instead, you could have made a spiritual successor to the movies.
Well, hospitals, if you've seen our previous game.
Would have been better if you did 2 Point Studio, I'm just saying.
We call it 2 Point Hospital, but that's about...
It's not the Molyneux game, it's the game spun off from the Molyneux game. And this is the sequel to the spin-off to the Molyneux game.
The important thing...
2 Point Hospital was a spiritual successor slash remake of Theme Hospital, which was made by Molyneux. 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point in general have nothing to do with Molyneux, however. And 2 Point Campus is the new game from them that is similar to 2 Point Hospital, but is not anything. It's a completely original idea that they've got here.
It's just really easy.
And don't they have people on the team who did work on Theme Hospital?
Yeah, they have some Ex-Bullfrog stuff, but not Molyneux.
And it's fun, isn't it? I mean, it's adding this kind of city builder element to 2 Point Universe.
The difference between 2 Point Hospital and campus is that we're spending a much longer period with our students.
What we wanted to
2
do
Point
campus
reminds me that
make
there's
terrible
like
university.
Yeah, the idea
there's like this little small subsection of independent game companies making spiritual successors to games that they used to work on back in the day. You've got 2 Point doing the Bullfrog likes, and then there's like 3 Fields doing the Burnout likes, but 3 Fields has got way less budget, and as a result, it turns out far worse.
Also,
Whereas
2 Point aren't indie.
That was 2 Point
well,
Campus,
yeah, they used to be though.
We've also got Platonic as well. Doing...
Our next
Oh yeah,
game is
Platonic
an
counts
RPG,
as
but
well.
It already has a very
Platonic's a
cool
big one.
name, which is always a good sign. Here's Leo.
In an
to
hour,
tell
it's
you
still
all
going.
about
Why is this still
Project
going?
Ferocious.
Hello, my name is Leo.
Might be a
and
2-hour
I'm the
stream.
developer of Project
Oh, I hope
action
not.
adventure games at a mysterious tropical island. Some of you might know me from Twitter as Omniok, where I post about the game and development and tech and stuff. And if not, I've been doing game dev for about 12 years with a big passion, and I've been working on this project for about 2 years. It's the first project of mine I decided to show to the public, and even though I know it still has a very long way to go, I'm very proud to present it today to you on the show. Please enjoy the trailer.
Oh. Games Radar has posted we're giving away 200 Shinobu Light Steam Early Access codes. Grab one while you can.
I can't be bothered. I'm not even interested in the game.
Well, I am, so I'm having it. Thanks for participating. You'll receive an email in the next few hours if you've been given a key. This was posted about an hour ago, so I doubt people are going to be checking Games Radar for that. We'll see what happens. I can't find any information about how long this show is.
Project Ferocious is targeting a 2023 release
Too
date
long.
and coming to PC,
Well, yeah,
PlayStation,
obviously.
and Xbox.
Our next world premiere asks, what if
I dread to
Doomguy
think if
had
it's
a drunk
90 minutes
one-night
long.
stand with Super Meat Boy? Guess this next game wants to answer that question for some reason.
World
Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic and continue playing Power Wash Simulator in the background with the fan on me because I'm just so tired and bored right now. Give my throat a rest.
Watch out for Warcry challenges when it stops defying gravity and launches, or drops, on PC this summer.
Up next, we've got another world premiere. Conway, Disappearance at Dahlia View is a story-driven detective thriller set in 1950s England. Let's find out more, shall we?
Robert Conway, 22nd of June, 1954. I've solved many a case in my time as a private investigator, but nothing so close to home as the abduction of Charlotte May. There are some things that take hold of a person and refuse to let go. For me, it's the idea of saving that little girl. My own daughter, Catherine, is on the case. She has the same look in her eye that I used to have. There'll be no stopping her. I wish I could say that all of my neighbors are innocent. I wish I could say that I have the faintest clue where to begin. There's a lot I wish I could say. The truth is, sometimes it takes a nightmare to wake a place like Dahlia View.
I am in. That was Conway, Disappearance at Dahlia View from White Paper Games, and you can dig into the mystery yourself when it lands on PC and all current console platforms, autumn 2021.
And with that, we're at the end of this year's Future Game Show.
Oh, it's finally over.
Hold on. Surely this This can't be the end. I mean, it's an E3 showcase.
Nope, sorry, Troy, that's it. Just kidding.
I knew it. All right, let's see it.
World premiere.
There you go.
My name is Marissa Marcel. I'm 17 years old, and it's my dream to be an actress.
And that really is all we have time for.
That
Be
meant
sure to
nothing
head to
to me.
GamesRadar.com for more coverage and updates on all the games you've seen today and more.
I'm just sorry. I'm really excited about that Sam Barlow reveal. Yes, and thanks to our headline partners, WD Black, and of course, all of our many talented...
Basically, it's going to be an FMV murder mystery type thing made by the
For everyone
person who made her story.
Today's lineup and mark your
Right,
diaries,
yeah.
because
A bunch of writing from some people who worked on some very famous TV shows.
And I'm Troy Baker.
And this has been the Future Game Show 2021.
Oh, and it'll be going through the three movies looking for clues, won't it?
Most likely, yeah.
Couldn't even check off Gollum on the bingo board.
He always appears, TM.
It was always the Future Game Show that would cover Gollum for some reason. Like no other showcases would have it.
Immortality is always known as Project Ambrosio. It's a horror adventure. Yeah, it's just straight up a horror game.
Well, that's that.
Yep.
I can finally wrap up for the night.
Bed sounds good right now.
I don't think the Twitch gaming stream has anything else for tonight.
Hopefully not.
Well,
Future
I'm
Game Show.
adding that to the wish list because that sounds very interesting.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for today. Looking at tomorrow's schedule, I am kind of worried about the amount of E3 only content we have for tomorrow.
How much have we got tomorrow?
So I'm going to be covering in television, Take-Two Interactive, the indie games segment, Freedom Games, and Limited Run Games.
Oh god, there's so much E3 tomorrow. The inventively named indie games. The fuck is that?
It's just called indie games. That's what it's listed as on the schedule.
That is not useful in the least.
That one.
literally-
That
just
one's
the-
just the E3. That's E3 themselves. That's the ESA doing an
Yeah.
indie
Yeah, so it's just the ESA saying here are some indie games, and it's more than likely going to be indie games we have seen already over the past 3 days.
And only dedicating 30 minutes to them.
I think only the IO Interactive Insider stream is one that interests me there.
When's that one?
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
I might cover that one. I don't know. I'll probably
check something.
I'll probably cover that one in Discord rather than on Twitch.
Mythical Games will be showing off, most likely, a game called Blancos Block Party.
Oh dear. That was the vinyl figure in the form of a game trying to really take on stuff like Fall Guys.
Each Blanco is an NFT.
What?
Wow.
Have they really gone...
I'm not watching that for the sake of not being angry as hell.
Right, I'm probably going to remove Freedom Games from...
No, that was Mythical Games.
Oh, Mythical Games.
Freedom Games is
Freedom
publishing
looks cool.
interesting stuff.
Okay.
They are publishing To the Rescue, a dog shelter simulator, Cat Cafe Manager, Jetboard Joust, Dreamscaper, One Lonely Outpost, Koromon.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Mythical
will stay.
Games looks good.
That will stay
Freedom
on my
Games.
schedule.
Now Sebastian is playing. I still find that very funny that they are like, you can co-stream our stream, it's DCMA friendly, and then they play copyrighted music for the intro section.
2.5-hour break where we watch PC gaming and Future Game Show.
It's been a while. I was just like this, like we've been gone for a minute. I didn't know if you
Uh,
recognize us by the time we came back.
Well, we are back.
What,
And
so
just joining us,
IOI is tomorrow?
Day 2 of the Twitch gaming gathering has been
I
completely
can't find a single thing about what the fuck Ven Sessions
because
is.
I danced on a bar with a robot, a chatbot
I
tried to
think
pick a
that's
fight
just
with
They're
an
an
esports
esports
robot.
team.
Another robot fell over in an attempt to crush me. It's been a lot of robot stuff, but also, we covered the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase and Square Enix Presents, which were huge.
Yeah.
Which were huge.
What time is
So,
IOI?
that was
That
a
tomorrow?
good time too.
2.
Other than me dancing on the bar.
I feel like you dancing on the bar is top tier moments for me today.
Well, thank you, Case, and that's very nice of you to say.
Well, that's
Yes.
nowhere near any of the other stuff I'm covering, so I will probably just do
Game
that one in
reveals were big. I was
Discord.
gonna say up next
Fair.
is Apollo falling over, but game reveals were big, and there were games that, while we were hyped for the reveals, we
Anyway,
didn't
since
really
there's
talk
nothing
about
else
it. I'm just saying,
tonight,
we didn't hear Perfect
I'm going to
Dark,
wrap up the
and
stream here
I thought
and
we might
say
get
goodnight to
Perfect Dark,
everyone
it completely
and
escaped me
raid
after
somebody
we
else.
talked about it, so now I said it. We didn't
Sounds
get it.
like a
I'm
good
kinda
plan.
sad.
Where's Elder Scrolls 6?
Anyway,
We got to keep going. We got to
I
keep
knew
going.
that was coming.
anybody
You know,
who is still
so much
here,
has happened
anybody who
today, and
didn't
we're not
fall
even
asleep
done.
during the
We
Future
have
Games
so much
show,
more stuff
good
coming,
night.
including a special episode of Twitch Gaming, or the weekly for the gathering. We're gonna have the